Good morning, everybody. So, the first thing I want to say is I am a van dweller first and a YouTuber second. So, my living in my van is very important to me. And the YouTuber side is not going anywhere. I'm not getting I'm getting minimal help, if any at all. I'm being sent forms, I'm filling them out with all the information I have. They're not being accepted. It is quite a mess. But as a van dweller, I've been telling you on my other channel how things are just changing left and right. And today something shocking, really shocking to me, happened that I felt I needed to do a video about it. I really thought that there would be a place for people living in vehicles. I'm beginning to think there literally is not. And I wished I could get more positive about that. I'm going to stay in my van as long as I can. But there are changes that are life-threatening as far as I'm concerned. I went into Safeway today, and for years I've gotten my water there. And 2 days ago I went into Grocery Outlet where they had a freestanding outside the building water filler that you could go and fill your water. And I've needed to fill my water. So I went to Grocery Outlet first, and guess what? The machine's broken and they're not filling it at all, and it's not being replaced. So I can't get water at Grocery Outlet anymore. This one, okay? So this morning I went into Safeway and went to where the water filler is, water machine, and it was gone. And a young man walked up to me and he goes, "You looking for the water?" I go, "Yes, I am." He goes, "They took it out." And I said, "You're kidding." He goes, "No, and they're taking out all the water fillers in town." And I'm in Davis right now, just for a short time. And he said, "They're not replacing them." And I go, what do you think is happening? He goes, "They don't want the homeless to have water. So there's too many people buying water for themselves at 50 cents. And you know the gallon of water, that's for a gallon if you have your own container. The gallon of water is, right now, it's like at $1.49, $1.59, depending on where you go, or $2. So they're choosing to close all these 50 cents down so that we are now having to pay double and triple for the water to survive in my van. We hardly use any water. You know, I might use 6 gallons a month. Now, I also buy ice, and the ice melts, and I refill my water containers from the melted ice. So I'm already paying for ice. I don't throw the water away. It melts in a plastic bag that I put in there and keep reusing, and I put it into my water containers. So I conserve every bit of water that I can. However, this is disturbing to me. You can't live without water. And the homeless can't afford $1.50 a gallon. And they're going to limit their water, and they're going to become dehydrated. Whether it's homeless or houseless or van dwellers, whatever it is. To me, this is really, really dangerous scenario. This is not helping people. This is hurting people tremendously. I don't know who's the cause for this. I don't know if it's the stores. I don't know if it's the community. I don't know if it's the water people. I don't know. But this is really not a good thing. This is one of the most dangerous things I've seen a town do? And they have huge signs that say everybody welcome. No, no, only the wealthy are welcome. If you can afford the water, you're welcome. But they don't want to sell anybody else who doesn't have a lot of money water. And if you don't have an apartment, you don't have water. And of course, your water is going up in the apartments. So I just thought I would talk about this because I find this so disturbing to me. And I really hate to say it, but I really think they're not doing anything for the homeless or for us seniors. They're not doing anything to solve the solution, come up with solutions, come up with some kind of, if somebody really wants to get off the street. Those who don't want to get off the street and are doing drugs and doing all that, I don't know how you can help them other than locking them up in a place where they can't get out. And I don't know what is right and what is wrong in that scenario. Taking someone's freedom away for their own good. Well, who decides what is your own good? Why does someone else decide your own good? Because you no longer can do it? I don't have the answers. I'm just asking the questions because I'm very torn about this. I do know that homelessness is big business. I have been saying this for years because I worked for a nonprofit and I saw how they used the taxpayer money. It was not good. I didn't last by maybe 3 or 4 months. I couldn't handle it. And I've seen more and more. And now as a van dweller, society considers us homeless. Even though we clean up the area. I park my van and I don't go out. I park my van at 5 or 6 at night, and Marley and I never leave till the next morning, and we drive somewhere to the park or something for Marley. And Marley's been out a couple of times so far this morning, and I'll take her out again. But we're being as good as we can be. And the other thing that I want to talk about is we're so outraged by all the dirt and the nastiness, you know, in the homeless camps. Well, where did all that come from? Guys, we really need to think about this. Even as a child, I remember going on dirt roads and farmers' dirt roads and people leaving their couches and their mattresses and their old stoves and washers and dryers out on private property or on the side of the road. You remember in the 60s and 70s, everybody's throwing all their trash out the window? You remember what our highways look like? This is nothing new. This is centralized because over each generation they were taught it was okay to just do whatever you want. Just throw your stuff out on the ground. Don't do the right thing. You can dump it on the farmer's land, or you can make it somebody else's responsibility to get rid of that. How many people you know go out and do that? This isn't nothing new. This has been going on since I was a child in the 50s, remembering what the freeways looked like and watching people throw all their stuff out. And I'm still watching people throw their stuff out. They eat at a fast food and they throw it out the window. They can't take it home. They can't leave it in their car. So now it's centralized. Now these generations that have been doing this forever and ever and ever, now they've been teaching other people it's okay. When is it okay to not take care of our environment and our communities? It's always been this way until we change. Whether we're in a van, we're in a house, we're in an apartment, wherever we are, we have to change our thought process. That it's not okay to throw your stuff out the window on the freeway. It's not okay to dump all your garbage on a farmer's land or on the side of the road or in a place where nobody can see. The other day, I watched a young couple driving a Penske truck, and they came down the road, this county road, and they stopped and they dumped all their empty boxes out on the side of the road. tons of them, just trashed the road with their boxes, and they thought it was okay. This is someone moving into a house or an apartment, and they were in their 20s. I'm always shocked. I say I'm shocked because I can't believe people think this is okay to do this. Why couldn't they cut those boxes up and put them in a dumpster or a recycle place? What would it have taken? Too much. We're so lazy. We don't appreciate what we have. And now we're making other people pay. We have to appreciate what we have first, and we're not. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying too many of us just think it's okay to dump just whatever we have because we don't have the money to take it to the dumpster. We don't have the time. We don't have the energy to take it to a dumpster, so we just do it on the side of the road. Think about this. Really think about what's been going on for the last 50, 60, 70 years during the baby boomers' time. And I'm a baby boomer. I have never done it. But I have seen too many people do it, and it's always bothered me. And now the homeless want to be punished for doing something they've been trained to do. What do you think about this? No, really. Have you not seen this in your lifetime? When are we going to realize this is not right? When are we going to correct this scenario? Anyway. So, this was not a happy video. But it was one that, when I left that Safeway, I just said, I've got to talk about this. We need to start talking about this and changing things, really changing things. And if we're one of the ones that do it, we need to stop. We need to stop. So, anyway, I'm a little bit back. I mean, I have tons of videos to do, but I don't know how many right away you're going to get because I'm not trying to build this channel. I want to get my channel back. But I will say this. I want to thank every single one of you who have subscribed to this channel. I want to thank you. Some of you are from the original channel, the first 200 or 300. Many of you are the original ones on my first channel. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me this way and being there for me. I really can't thank you enough. I'll see you next time. You guys have a great week. You'll be hearing from me. I'm going to try and get better. It's a little hard right now, but I'll get beyond it. I'll talk to you later. See you next time.